Welcome back to the New York Sports Exchange, episode number 104. And my God, do the Yankees suck.
Welcome to my world, Stan.
Yeah,
It's brutal being a New York sports fan right now.
It's just not. We're all patiently waiting for football to happen. It's awful. It's just awful. It's just awful.
The only good thing that's happened in my life so far is this Hard Knocks episode. So
yeah, we're gonna talk some. We're gonna talk some Hard Knocks. We're gonna talk some preseason football, some training camp. It's time. AFC North and NFC North and NFC North. Yankees dropped 2 out of 3 of the White Sox. Mets, it may not be looking up right now. They take 2 out of 3 against the Cubs.
Pete Alonso.
It's a red.
Holy,
first Met had himself a series.
First Met in history. First Met in history with 435-plus home run seasons. So shout out Pete Alonso.
Hey,
already breaking Met records.
The Orioles are in some hot water right now. With what's his name, Kevin Brown, the broadcaster. He's suspended for literally no reason at all.
Bad mouthing the team apparently for their record against the Rays, and then he apparently threw a slight at the ownership for not spending money for some reason. I don't know. Very ridiculous.
Yes.
I love that Gary Cohen live. I love he said something. He said, if you don't want a Baltimore, 29 other organizations do.
Everyone
it's
called
ridiculous.
Like he's the worst. We'll take a trip around the league, recap what has been going on. In other news, we go to the ice. The reigning Norris Trophy winner, Erik Karlsson, is a Pittsburgh Penguin.
Metro just got a whole lot tougher.
We'll definitely get to that. Yes.
Toughest division gets tougher.
Last but not least, Phil Mickelson, one of us. What a guy.
One of us, Stan. That's beyond me. What? Not one of us. One of one. $1 billion? Are you serious? That's more money I'll make than in my entire life.
He is beyond one. He is beyond one of us. All right. So let's get started. Yankees dropped 2 out of 3 to the Chicago White Sox. Just an awful series all around. Just absolutely terrible. Aaron Boone gets ejected.
I love the energy from him, though. That was great. Boone winning me over a little bit with that.
It was a phenomenal ejection, I must say. Like, that was awesome. Phenomenal ejection. But
I mean, to a T, did he get the improv right? The strikeout call and everything.
Nice the Laz Diaz fucking, that one.
Yeah.
Laz Diaz. He's like he literally, every time that he's the umpire, it's like fireworks. Automatic. All the time. Oh, that's so huge. Let's go. Nice job, Zappy. Thank you for being terrible. I have the under in the Pats Texans game right now, and Bailey Zappi just threw a big time interception. Or no, it was a punt. Oh no, it was a punt. All right. NFL Network doubleheader: Pats Texans and Vikings Seahawks.
Is this just training camp games?
No, this is preseason. Preseason games.
Oh, I didn't even know preseason started. That's on me then. I didn't realize it started.
Yeah, wow. Oh, holy shit. There really
I just woke up, to be fair.
That is true. We were supposed to start at 4:30. It's 7:32.
It is what it is.
We're here. We're here. That's all that matters. Just against the White Sox, like, you're going into a series where the White Sox literally are the laughingstock of the sport after Tim Anderson gets his fucking shit rocked. We'll get to that later.
Oh my God, that call was unbelievable.
Down goes Anderson. Incredible.
It's a right hook from
absolutely incredible.
Right hook from Ramirez. They're swinging.
Yeah, but
unbelievable. That was like it was like watching a boxing match.
Yeah. And then a story comes out about how, like, Tim Anderson, like, got bitch slapped by Yasmani Grandal because Yasmani Grandal was sat out the last game before the All-Star break, and he basically said, "Fuck this, I'm going home." And then Tim Anderson was having none of it. And then apparently Tim Anderson had something to say about it, and then Yasmani Grandal literally slapped him across the face. So that's the state of the White Sox. Yankees dropped 2 out of 3.
Well, from what I've heard
against this very team.
Did you hear what ex-White Sox players were saying? Did you hear what ex-White Sox players were saying? That there's no accountability in that organization, that it's so dysfunctional, there's no management role, there's nothing. Players can do whatever they want and get away with it.
You mean Keenan Middleton, current Yankee, that literally...
Yeah. Yes.
Of course this happens. Of course this fucking happens. Like, drives me nuts. It really drives... Here are the final stats from all 3 games. Yankees struck out 38 times, 46 with runners in scoring position, and left 29 runners on base. I hope it got all that, because my entire screen just froze. My computer, I don't know what's happening right now. It's just like a fan. It's not it's nothing bad as of now, but all right, we roll anyway. If we have to hear it again, I'll do it again. 38 strikeouts, 3 for 26 with runners in scoring position, and left 29 on base. That is not a winning formula. Not even in the slightest. No matter how many times Brian Cashman calls this a championship caliber operation, I'm not believing it. It's bad.
As long as Cashman's there, it's not.
And then the report came out that the thought of firing Brian Cashman hasn't even crossed Hal Steinbrenner's mind. Not even in the slightest. So that's where we're at.
It's almost getting dysfunctional at this point. It's almost getting dysfunctional. It's really, it's getting to a point.
Dysfunctional.
It is. It is. Listen, I didn't want to be mean. I didn't want to be negative. I'm just saying it is a dysfunctional organization right now, and
positivity.
They're on a caliber with the White Sox.
So bad, man. And then they just DFA'd Davy Garcia, where this guy was supposed. It's classic what the Yankees do. They build him up, call him up for a couple major league games. This time, Davy Garcia, they throw him out for the first inning of a playoff game against the Rays. He was used a lot in the 2020 season. Everyone was thinking, this could be a piece. This could be the missing piece that we need in this rotation. And they throw him for 1 inning, and then they bring in J Happ, and then they trade for Jamison Tyone, and then basically use Davy Garcia as the full-time taxi squad player, where if we need you, stay put. And basically he rotted in AAA Scranton. They tried putting him into the bullpen. Teams wanted him at the deadline. When he was good. Yankees said no. Stubborn Brian Cashman at it again. They ruined him. And now he gets claimed off waivers by the White Sox, where he'll probably flourish. But who am I kidding? It's the Chicago White Sox.
He'll probably get punched
in the face by Tim Anderson. Who knows?
That's just what happens. That's just what happens. That's just what happens.
I just don't understand. And then Luis Severino last night. You are not a serious team if you're playing Luis Severino every 5th day. I don't care what you're doing. They tried, hey, maybe let's not start him. So they start Ian Hamilton. Goes 1, 2, 3. Bring in Severino for that second inning. It didn't matter. He gave up 4 runs in that second inning. Looked absolutely terrible. He basically looked like what he's been for the last, I don't know, month,
3 years,
month and a half, maybe even 2 months. It's not good.
Maybe 3 years.
Not 3 years, but
I mean.
We could say it.
I'm just saying they're not in a good spot pitching wise.
To think that we went into this year, went into this season.
No,
during the off season, Garrett Cole, Carlos Rodon. Oh yeah, Carlos Rodon
and Trevor Story just came back. Trevor Story just came back.
For 12.
Let him heat up. He's had 3 games to play.
Yeah, but what I don't like about
he's over. Yeah.
What I don't like about Carlos Rodon's also hurt. He's on the IL. I think they should just shut him down. This is a lost cause. It's a lost season. Yankees have to.
That's what they did with Glass now.
Yeah, McClanahan could be out for the year.
McClanahan's I mean, McClanahan.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah, they were just like for him. They said he's not going to pitch the rest of the year, and I think it's just because his numbers are so terrible after the All-Star break.
I don't know. I don't know what they're.
He's been terrible.
So when the Rays make the ALCS, we know, and don't blame injuries. We'll see what happens. So you know what I mean, though. Yankees have 3 in Miami: Randy Vasquez, Nestor Cortez, and I believe it is Garrett Cole. Yes, it is. Are the probables Friday to Sunday. Yankees will be taking on Jesus Luzardo, Sandy Alcantara, and Yuri Perez. 2 out of 3. I think we take 2 out of 3.
It's gonna be an interesting matchup, Cole versus Perez. That's the game that I'd like to watch the most.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty interesting. But
yeah, who do you think takes it? Who do you think takes the win for Miami?
I think
Alcantara.
I think
takes
Perez
the win.
takes the win. I think
he eats innings. He just doesn't win
that's
games.
The thing. But his ERA is pretty
I think Perez
too.
takes it
He's
too.
got 4.28 ERA, 120 WHIP. I don't know. I think Perez is the common denominator here. Timothy, your Mets. They take 2 out of 3 against the Red Hot Cubs.
Should have swept. Should have swept, but
swept
it is what it is. I'm so confused. I am so confused on what the hell they are right now, because they have series against like the Nationals where they just stink and they get swept. And then you go into this, they're playing one of the hottest teams of baseball, arguably the hottest hitter, Cody Bellinger. And Pete Alonso's like, you know what? Let me just hit 2 home runs every game, put this team on my back, and then we'll win 2 or 3. I'm not sure what the game plan is. All I know is watch the season. I don't really care what the rest of it plays out. Alonso needs an extension. First things first. Throw the money at Alonso. Get him back, because without him, realistically, we don't win one of those games.
It's like he's getting over $100 million more than likely, right?
I honestly don't know. I don't.
Okay.
Are you kidding me? Of course he's getting over 100. I'm thinking like 135. I mean, he's gonna get a lot of money, a ton of money. So we'll see. With these past contracts, it does not help when you see guys like Judge getting a deal and Trout and stuff like that. You're not gonna get anything. Yeah. Not any help from like people like that contract wise, because he's gonna want a huge deal. So I'm curious to see what he's gonna get, but I think it's gonna be north of 150.
Yeah, I give him like 150, 160 maybe, around that range.
165 is probably where I think it's going to be.
5?
I really hope it's 5, but God knows it's going to be 4.
Okay.
The guy's going to be making bread. He's going to be making a ridiculous amount of money.
We got
better hit over 225.
Mets have 3 games in Atlanta. Remember when that used to mean something last year? Tyler McGill, Jose Quintana, and a TBD for Friday.
Oh,
gotta love that.
I love that.
Mets will be going up
Jesus
against...
Christ. That sounds like...
Oh, boy.
Jesus Christ. I mean, it just sounds horrible. Let's hear it. Strider, it's like Strider.
Braves will be starting Charlie Morton on Friday, Strider on Saturday, and a TBD for Sunday.
All right, so TBD takes the dub, because no matter who the TBD is for the Mets, it's not going to be good.
Yeah, man.
It's a 3-0 clean sweep, and it is what it is. I don't even going to watch.
Embrace the tank. At least
it's just not. It's not worth it.
All right, we go around the league. Let's see. We keep talking about it. I'm trying to find some of those big time news stories. Orioles get a big win today against the Astros. A lot of guys we had a no-hitter. Michael Lorenzen. There were no-hitter, 124 pitches.
We did. Michael Lorenzen. Shout out to him.
And in the same game, Weston Wilson, who got called up by the Phillies, had his first major league at-bat via home run. He had 2,836 plate appearances in the minors before his first plate appearance in the majors. First at-bat in the majors, home run. And then...
His dad was crying. It was sick. I mean, if you didn't see I would go check out that clip.
That was
it was really nuts.
Before we said Pete Alonso, before I should notice this, Pete Alonso joined Albert Pujols, Eddie Matthews, and Ralph Kiner as the only players in MLB history with at least 35 home runs in 4 of their first 5 career seasons, and the only time Alonso didn't reach 35 home runs was in the shortened 2020 season.
The guy who's just a home run hitting machine. I mean, when it's all said and done, if there's no injuries, he's going to join the 500 home run club. I'm just curious if that'll be with the Mets or not.
Now this,
so, again, get the
is
extension
the most
done.
insane stat
We'll worry
I think
about
I've ever seen. Ramon Laureano was DFA'd by the Athletics the other day. Cleveland Guardians pick him up.
That's a tough one. How do you get DFA'd by the A's?
I think it was a mutual thing.
I wouldn't even get DFA'd by the A's.
Find like a trade partner for him, and then he was just like, I can't. So now he's not a contender. I mean, not necessarily a contender, but the Guardians anything can happen in that division right now. But anyway, in his Guardians debut, Ramon Laureano drove in the only run in a 1-0 win. He is the first player to have the only RBI in a 1-0 win in a team debut since himself, when he did it in 2018 when he made his team debut with the A's. Baseball.
There you go. This guy is a one RBI machine.
Oh yeah. And then most recently, hate to mention it to you, Tim.
Gee, the gravity force stays constant.
Matt Olson hit his 40th home run of the season today, tying Shohei Ohtani for the MLB lead. In 113 games, he is the fastest to reach.
Yes, it was 100 RBIs, doesn't he?
In 113 games, he is the fastest to reach 40 home runs in a season in Braves history. He is on pace for 57 home runs this season, which would break the Braves' single-season record, which is held by Andrew Jones, who hit 51 home runs in 2005. Great job, Brian Cashman. You had him on a silver platter. Didn't get him. Nice. Yeah. Good job.
Also, for anyone who doesn't know, he leads the entire MLB in RBIs with 100 the last time I checked, and second place is 89. So, if you're a Mets fan, and you were getting happy about Freddie Freeman leaving,
does it matter?
Does it really matter?
The same player.
Does it? I mean, Freddie Freeman's going to win MVP, maybe, which I don't understand how this guy will never not be good at baseball, but it is what it is. What is he? Oh, my fault. Yeah. You got another one today with the home run?
Do you want to know who's in second and how many RBIs he has? It's Adolis Garcia with 89.
Who is it? Yeah, that's what I thought. And P. Alonso's in what, third or fourth?
So, yeah, not too bad. Not too bad.
Listen, for the Mets having a terrible year, Pete Alonso's stringing something together.
Something special. I'm just saying. Queens, the Bronx. I wish I could say the same, but it's just how it is.
We have one thing going for us right now. It's because Beatty stinks. I mean, let's talk about that guy getting off to the AAA.
Send down Brett Beatty.
None of these guys can play the field. None of them can play the field, and it seems like they can't hit either, other than Alvarez. Alvarez right now is the only one that seems like a bright light.
Yeah,
because everyone else stinks.
If I'm being honest, I would not be shocked if Ronnie Mauricio is called up after August 20th, which would mean that it wouldn't count towards his service time. So, so they get another year of him. Honestly, pretty smart.
I mean, he's not having it. He's not having it in AAA right now. He's really not having it in AAA. He just says he's just patiently waiting.
Okay, moving on from baseball. Some hockey news. We go to the ice. Erik Karlsson is a Pittsburgh Penguin, the reigning Norris Trophy winner. Goes to the Penguins. This division's gonna be fucking torture.
If you told me in 2017 and 2016 that Erik Karlsson and Sidney Crosby would be on the same team, I would have slapped you in the face and said, "There's no way that's even possible." Now I got a team. Their power play could be Crosby, Gensel, Malkin, Letang, Karlsson, if they really wanted it to be. If they really wanted it to be, that's what it could be. And you know what? I'm not really a fan of what's going on in Pittsburgh. They're old. They're old. This is the only upside you got.
This is the only way an old team I can find hope is like a younger. Like, I honestly, do you think the Penguins?
They might not have. They might not have the leg
Look
speed.
at the Devils. The Devils are pretty quick, but I'm just hoping that this ends up being like, Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, and
A Mets
Kevin Garnett,
situation.
Paul Pierce, Jason Terry trade. Like it just like ends up being like
It's not though. This is a guy who won the Norris last year. He put up 101 points. That just doesn't happen.
San Jose too.
And you're like, he's moving to Pittsburgh. He's moving to Pittsburgh with, I mean, Sidney Crosby. Arguably, he's a top 5 NHL player of all time. Evgeny Malkin. I mean, this whole team is just. We'll see what happens, but I don't know. I'm not a fan. I'm not. I mean, it hurts me as an Islander fan.
Yeah,
the Metro gets better. Metro gets better. It is what it is. I don't know what this means
for the Rangers. I mean,
nothing we can do.
I mean, I
honestly don't think it affects. This more affects the Isles because the Rangers have a top 3 spot. I would say pretty much locked up.
I was reminded today,
unless something goes horribly wrong.
And I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, and then you look at the Isles, and it's like, well, Isles got to scrape for that 4 seed. That's all I care about. We get the 4 seed, we're chilling.
Next
That's all
up,
we need.
Phil Mickelson, one of us.
What the hell is wrong with this guy?
For those who don't know,
oh my gosh.
Let me find the official news on.
So that book supposedly it didn't come out yet, right?
It came out.
It didn't come out. It just got leaked.
I don't think
it
came out. But I am trying to find the. Here we go. Fire Pit Stories. Trying to find like the official tweet where it talks about Phil and basically like shows everything that he bet on. But from what I remember,
yeah. So there's a breakdown. Let me just say how much it started off with. Phil Mickelson apparently or allegedly has gambled like $1 billion. And what was it? Was it the past decade or past?
Let's see. Oh, the book comes out August 23rd. I think I'm reading an excerpt of the book right now. Given my reputation in the gambling world, my limits with Phil's 2 bookmakers were roughly $20,000 a game on college and $50,000 each on the pros. Even after our 50-50 split, Phil's limits of $400,000 on college at offshore books and another $400,000 in the NFL enabled me to at least double my limit. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. He basically bet over $1 billion.
So what did I get here? Yeah, that's what it was ridiculous. He was making roughly $60 million a year, and it was $110,000 per unit. So it was equivalent. Someone makes $100,000 a year, they bet $150 per game.
Oh my! I
think
God.
Just like every day. I mean, he's unbelievable. $1 billion wagered in the last decade. He attempted to bet on the U.S. 2012 Ryder Cup, which he was playing in. $311 million were spent. Yeah, well, I'm not going to believe anything this scumbag says anymore. So, $311 million spent.
I guess it makes sense
via 858 bets of $220K. Yeah, 858 bets of $220K. I mean, it's all over the place. 2011 alone, he made 3,154 bets on an average of nearly 9 per day. So, I mean, he was pumping out 9 bets per day.
I can see why he went to live,
which is crazy.
To make all that money back.
The guaranteed money. He needed money. I said this from the beginning. It's crazy how much he owes. Crazy.
That's actually insane. And then Rory McIlroy.
I don't know.
McIlroy, Mr. PGA Tour himself, had some comments on Phil Mickelson and the gambling allegations. He said, at least he can bet on the Ryder Cup this year because he won't be a part of it. Yes, I checked. That's absolutely 100% real.
Very well put. Very well put. I mean, he hates them, so does it matter?
He hates everyone.
I think he's made that known.
With live associations. He has morals. I think so, too. Moving on from golf, we actually have some breaking news from the pitch. It looks like Harry Kane is out of here. Bayern Munich, 4-year contract for Harry Kane. He is no longer one of our own. It is a somber day as 2 Tottenham Hotspur fans. One more fit weather than the other.
Glory.
Glory, glory, Tottenham
It's just
Hotspur.
it's listen, glory to the Huns. I just like they've done so much. They bring in James Madison. You know, that's a great free kick taker for a guy that they
Yeah,
haven't had
they
a
haven't
free
had a
kick
good free
taker
kick.
in a
Yeah,
long time. It seems like they were so unsuccessful this year.
probably
They
since
they
Christian
they brought in a
Eriksen.
bunch of new transfers. I thought they'd get enough from
Probably since Christian Eriksen that they haven't had a good free
what?
kick taker.
Yeah. No, yeah. But I'm just saying they've brought in so many guys in an effort to keep Harry Kane. They had a friendly the other day where he scored 4 goals. I was like, this guy, Mr. Tottenham. Hopefully hopefully they win him over. He'll stay. Sadly, no, he's headed to Bayern Munich. Good luck to him. He stuck around long enough. I mean, I don't want to put
Yeah,
him through this torture show anymore of just not winning anything because if
Oh
I'm him, I
yeah.
wouldn't want to be here either. It is
Premier
what it
League
is, but
season.
he broke all the records he needed to, and
Premier League
it's time to
season
win
kicks off
something.
tomorrow. Burnley taking on Manchester City. I think that's JJ Watt's team, right? Burnley? Doesn't he own Burnley? Yeah, he does.
Probably some part
and
of it.
then Spurs does not play until Sunday. Yes, Sunday against Brentford on the road. Yeah, nothing really too big.
Brentford stinks.
Yeah.
Let's start us off early.
Get a
I
nice-
want to finish in the top
Go get a
4
nice 3
this year,
points to
Stan.
start off the year. See what happens. Get ourselves.
Start off the year hot. Quick 3-point against Brentford. Let's start us off right. And you know what? Sonny's gonna have a huge year now, and so is Richarlison because they're gonna complete. Hurricane's out. They're gonna run a new system. They can run Richarlison at striker because he's so ineffective everywhere else. Well, yeah, but I mean, they had the best coach. They've been driving managers out all of last season. They've hired and fired 3 times. So we'll see what happens. It's hopefully it's a better start.
Shit. That's some old school George Steinbrenner
We'll see what happens.
shit.
Literally
firing like 3 guys.
Just getting rid of guys. We'll see. Hopefully they figure it out. Hopefully they figure it out. That's all I'm asking for. Just figure it out this year.
All right. Moving on to the NFL. We're going to look at some training camp news right now. The Jets lost the Hall of Fame game. They've waived Chris Streveler. Nothing really too big there.
You got hurt. Yeah. It wasn't going to help.
Let's see. Anthony Richardson named the starter of the Colts preseason game against Buffalo. CJ Stroud starting right now. Did not really look too hot. Anything else? I mean, we thought Kareem Hunt.
I saw some hypothetical trades. I saw some nice Giants defense. I saw a nice little strip there in camp. I don't know who that was.
Second year out of Iowa State. Hell of a player. Love him a lot.
Jets O-line struggled in their combined camp day. It's okay. It's all right. It's early. I'm not too worried.
The other day.
See what happens.
I looked back at
what?
Preseason fantasy rankings. We haven't really talked fantasy football at all. Do you want to guess the top 5 of the fantasy rankings from 2018? Because it will shock you.
2018.
I think you'll be shocked by this.
Was this before or after David Johnson's 2,000 yards from scrimmage?
Way after.
All right, David Johnson.
So remember the year before, David Johnson. No.
Was DeMarco Murray?
The year before, David Johnson tore his ACL week 1 and was out for the year. So this was like his bounce back year. Yeah.
Right, and then he came back. Yeah.
David Johnson is number 2. No.
Is Le'Veon on there?
He held out.
Oh God! All right, let me think. Who was so
good
back then?
2 current players, and then 2 players that are currently out of the league.
2 current. Are they all running backs?
Let's see. 4. You got 1, 2, 3 running backs and 1 wide receiver.
3 running backs and 1 wide receiver.
Nope.
Julio?
He's 9. Nope. He's
Odell?
11.
Dude, who? Okay, 2018. I'm trying to think of who had like a booming year.
No,
DeAndre?
he's 10.
Dude, I'm getting all these receivers. Who? Is it Slant Boy?
No, he's 13.
Dude, what? Okay, all right. Let's go to the running backs.
Okay.
Let me start taking some guesses.
He's number
Zeke,
3.
Zeke.
So you got him.
All right.
He's number
Saquon?
6.
Dude. Okay. All right. I got 2 and 3. I got to think of one. One's going to be interesting.
4 and 5.
It's not AP. Oh God. All right. 1, 4, and 5. So let me think. You said it was a receiver and 2 running backs. Who was around in 18?
Don't look it up. Don't cheat.
I'm trying to. And you said 2 of these guys are out of the league. I'm not looking anything up. I'm not looking anything up.
2 of these guys are currently out of the league.
2 of these guys are.
And there's probably no chance they ever come back.
Currently out of the
league.
Arian Foster? No.
I mean, yes.
Todd Gurley.
He was number 1. Okay. Okay. The one running back you're missing.
I forgot.
The one running back that you're missing, do not overthink this one. Nope.
It's not Dalvin Cook.
He's number 7.
It's not Alvin Kamara. It's Derrick Henry?
Derrick Henry. You just said it. You just said it.
Is it Derrick?
Yeah, it's Alvin Kamara.
Is it Alvin Kamara?
And now you need one more.
All right, and now I got to get this receiver.
No.
Is he in the league?
Not a shot he comes back either. No.
Calvin Johnson?
2018, Tim. There you go.
Antonio Brown. Yeah, I know. I'm getting the years mixed up. It's Antonio Brown. After I said Calvin Johnson, I was like, it's Antonio Brown.
Like, number 8 was Melvin Gordon. Like, that's like...
it's hard to think, man. Oh, that man, he fumbles more than anyone I've ever seen now.
What a day! What a game!
Like if I asked you 2 years ago the top 5, I don't even think you'd be able to do that.
Yeah, ask me. Okay.
Whatever.
I mean, it's 2 years ago, so I would say Derrick Henry. Is JT on there? No, probably not. Okay.
Well, let me look.
We got time to kill, man.
I gotta look. I didn't even look it up yet. You gotta give me a second.
Gotta love a nice little throwback fantasy football moment.
Yeah. All right,
here we go.
Ready? Wait, hold on.
So probably Derrick Henry has to be.
One sec.
Is he number 1?
Derrick Henry is on there. Hold on. I can't. This website's crazy.
Okay.
No, he is number 3.
This is 2020. 2021.
2021.
Okay. We're gonna go Jonathan Taylor. Okay.
Yeah, he's at 4.
Are they all running backs? Okay.
Yes. All running backs till 7.
Dalvin.
Nope.
Dalvin Cook.
He's 7.
Okay.
Dalvin Cook is 2.
Number 1. So I have 4, 5, and 2. Or no, 3, 4, and 2.
You have 3, 4, 3, 2.
Is one? So are they all like currently like still playing? Like oh yeah, CMC. There you go. Okay,
they're
CMC.
all still in the NFL. They're all. Yeah, I was gonna say, dude, that was a tough one. Dude. Yeah,
and then there's
currently still in the league.
Zeke. Really?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus, he fucking dropped. He fell off.
Crazy, dude. This list, it's CMC, Dalvin Cook, Derrick Henry, Jonathan Taylor, Zeke, Nick Chubb, Kamara, and then Diggs. Stephon Diggs is the first receiver on this list.
All right. Let's talk some Hard Knocks. What an episode.
Why they had to
Liev
fly that man
Schreiber,
in on a
the voice of
helicopter, God only knows. But did it make the episode better? Yeah,
He's the voice of
he's
God.
the God. He's
Liev
the voice of
Schreiber is
God.
Schreiber or Shriver? Whatever. He's the voice of God, and rightfully so. I was really locked in on the Robert Saleh Crows speech. I really enjoyed that one.
He's getting
no, I
flamed
like
on
it.
Twitter. Nobody, everyone's like, this guy can't head coach. I mean, he's not a leader.
I like the defensive coordinator.
Dude, so many people are. I mean,
I like the defensive coordinator a lot. I don't know what his name is.
Listen. Aaron Rodgers is a head coach.
That's
all I've taken away from this.
Aaron Rodgers is a head coach.
All I took away from this is Aaron Rodgers is a great head coach. I mean, they had him on the sidelines with the headset on that preseason game.
Yeah,
He just looks so
true.
natural standing there. I mean, that's what he's going to be when he retires.
20
Great
years
head
of
coach.
reading NFL defenses. Yeah, I think he'd be just fine. Just fine as a head coach. Yeah,
I think it pays off.
Yeah,
I think him and Romo can do something.
Okay. AFC and NFC North preview. This is this is a tough division. Very tough division. We don't know what's really going to happen. So first off, I'm going to start off with the Pittsburgh Steelers. One of my favorite teams to bet on this year for their win total. I'm taking their over for wins at 8.5. They've improved the offense, drafting Broderick Jones. They also improved the secondary by bringing in Joey Porter Jr., whose dad was also a former Steeler. And let's just say that Mike Tomlin won 9 games with a rookie quarterback last year. I think he's more than capable enough to lead this team and win a hell of a lot more games with second-year Kenny Pickett. I will always bet on a Mike Tomlin-led team. I love this line. I love it.
I like Mike Tomlin. I like what Pittsburgh's putting together. I really do, but I think this division's just too tough. I think they're going to play 3 other teams that are I don't want to say a lot better than them, but
all right,
they're better than them, and it's gonna be interesting to see what happens. I honestly I just don't. I like their defense. I like Tomlin. I understand Pickett's second year. He could take that leap. I like what they got receiving wise. Deontay Johnson. They got what's his face. Get best catch radius in the league, Mr. Shiesty. Guy's nuts. I don't know. I think Najee Harris takes a step back. The line's a little more stable, but I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of the Steelers team. Really.
Year, so maybe he puts his best foot forward. Who knows?
And maybe he takes another one back. I mean, look at Zeke. It's kind of a trend recently. Why do you think they're not getting paid? I'm just saying.
Next team, we're going to go with the Baltimore Ravens. I was going to go under 10.5 wins, but after reading what this new offensive coordinator is going to do with the Ravens, I'm really liking the Ravens. And now Joe Burrow's not 100%. Sneaky shot for them to win the division.
Sneaky team to win the division. I think Lamar Jackson wins MVP this year.
That's big.
Call me crazy.
The total was at 8.5. Climbed up to 10.5 when they extended Lamar and signed OBJ. The later part of their schedule is going to be tough. At Jacksonville, at San Francisco, home against Miami, and home against Pittsburgh are your last 5 games of the year. So, we'll see. That's a tough last stretch.
Who knows? Tua will probably be concussed by then. So,
the Cleveland Browns. Total.
I love their defense. I love their defense. Oh my gosh!
I know
their
their
edge rushing
is good.
Crazy.
I know their offensive line is great. Nick Chubb is a phenomenal running back. Amari Cooper is a great wide receiver. I'm gonna pass on their win total at 9.5, and here's why. I don't.
You don't like Deshaun Watson?
I don't.
You don't like Deshaun Watson?
In those games,
I think he just took a few years off. He took a few years off. He was getting readjusted. You got to think about how good he was 3 years ago.
I don't know how healthy he's going to be. I don't know how good Deshaun Watson is going to be. He's either going to be playing playing how he was playing in Houston, or he's going to keep playing like how he played for those final, 8 games in Cleveland.
All right, fair. But call me crazy, Stan. Say he goes back to his Houston form. You're looking at a team with arguably a top 5 quarterback in the league. Let's be honest. I mean, he was unbelievable in Houston for how bad those teams were. He was carrying them. He's got a beefed up O-line. He's got arguably the best running back in the league. They signed Zadarius Smith, so they have elite. They had Myles Garrett and Zadarius Smith coming up. It's a nightmare on the edge for offenses. If they can figure it out, really, if Deshaun Watson can figure it out, as much of a scumbag as he is, if he can figure it out,
okay.
Again, they have just as good as a chance as anyone to win this division.
And then last but not least, we are going to Cincinnati. The total is at 11.5. They go get Orlando Brown. They lose Von Bell and Jesse Bates, but I don't know. I'm gonna pass on this total too. I
hope they don't even make the playoffs.
Wow.
I hope they don't make the playoffs.
Wow.
I hate them. I hate them because of Aiden. Aiden O'Connor made me hate the Bengals.
We don't know with the health of Joe Burrow. I mean, they said he's probably going to be healthy by week 1, but it's a calf injury. You don't want to risk anything too major. They linger. Yeah, they linger. A lot. And Jamar Chase is like, I want him back by like week 5. Like I want him as healthy as possible. I don't know. I truly don't know.
Who comes in if he's their backup? If he's out, who's playing?
Yeah, who is their backup?
I don't even know.
Let's see their depth chart. Realistically, it's probably not someone
without
good,
him.
If we're being honest here. Oh, it's Trevor Siemian.
No, great.
Trevor Siemian.
My fault. I didn't realize they had an elite quarterback at number 2. My fault. I didn't realize they had a Kyle Orton-esque guy at number 2. That's my fault.
Yeah,
yeah, they were waiting for this situation.
I'm passing on the win total. Yeah.
So
where do you think right now the AFC North standings stand right now?
I'm gonna go Pittsburgh at 4. This is so tough because these 3 for me are so interchangeable. I'm gonna go. I know I was just hyping up Cleveland, but the 2 teams ahead of them. I'm gonna go Cleveland 3. I go Steelers 4, Cleveland 3. Call me crazy, Stan. Just call me crazy. Bengals 2, Baltimore 1, Ravens win the division.
I'm not
call me nuts
because that can be logical with how, because we don't know how this Ravens offense is going to be with the new offensive coordinator. They bring in OBJ. They bring in Zay Flowers. I love
Zay Flowers too. I mean, they have weapons. Mark Andrews is gonna have a big year.
I don't know. I think it's gonna go Browns at 4, Steelers at 3. It's gonna be decided by like a game. Like it's gonna be decided by like.
You're with me. I know you're with me. I know you're with me. You just don't want to say it. I know you're with me. You just don't want to say it.
Fuck it. Give me the Ravens at 1, man.
Ravens are winning this division.
Give me the
Ravens are winning this division.
Oh my god. But I just it's not going to be like a landslide division trophy for them. Like this is going to be decided by one game.
Not by any means.
More than likely one game. But give me the Ravens. Fuck, man. You fucking talk me into it.
Dude, you're on the Lamar MVP train. I mean, that's a futures bet if I've ever heard one.
Fantasy right fucking now. Like that's how
I want to draft him. That's who I want in our draft. Who do you think I want in our draft? I've been praying to get him.
This league that we're doing, we're doing a keeper league, right?
I want to. Yeah, I think a keeper league would be fun.
Here's the thing.
We'll get the logistics down.
If we do a punishment, like if someone other than me comes in last place, they have to do the fucking punishment.
No, everyone's doing it. We're old enough now. Everyone's doing it. I think we should, if you come in, well, we'll figure this later. I think everyone, if you come in last, everyone gets a frozen paintball shot at you. The 9 other players in the league just rip a paintball at you. Well, we'll figure it out.
Fucking hell.
And if you freeze them, they don't explode. So they just leave. They just like hitting you with a rock.
All right. That's not bad.
Yeah, I know. You're not going to come in last. I don't know why you're worried. You never come in
for
last.
dude. The league that we did 2 years ago, where it was like, I think it was like, what was it, like 8 or 10 teams, but we had like 8 teams make the playoffs or some shit like that. And I was in.
Oh my God, that
insane.
crazy league,
All right.
yeah.
To the
Aiden O'Connor won. He lost like one game, and he was supposed to win, and then he got smoked in the first round of the playoffs. I remember that.
In the final, and it came down to a Vikings-Packers game on Sunday Night Football. Jack had Justin Jefferson. I was up by like 0.8. Somehow, for whatever reason, Justin Jefferson is still in like a meaningless blowout game by the Packers, and they oh, God, it still pains me. 3rd and like 12, they throw a bubble screen to fucking Justin Jefferson.
It lingers.
That was it. I wanted to kill myself. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Next year, in the podcast league, I won the championship, so it doesn't matter. Ended up getting my chip anyway. Moving on to is what it is.
It is what it is.
Moving on to the NFC North. This is one of the more interesting divisions in the league this year, because there's really like I don't know who's winning.
Other than one team, I could see this thing
could
going
be totally flip.
Green Bay's
out of it.
Let's be honest.
I'm taking their under 7.5. They lose Aaron Rodgers. They lose Alan Lazard. Puts a smile on Tim's face. They lose Randall Cobb. They're bringing in Jordan Love at quarterback.
No, just Jordan Love is horrible. He's horrible.
We've had like a small
until I'm proven wrong. Stan, we've seen
Bill Belichick's son got so fat. Holy shit. He looks so fat. Damn. What are they feeding him?
Whatever. But we've seen Jordan Love in preseason. We've seen him coming in late games. We've seen him even when Aaron Rodgers was sort of out of it, start a few games. He's been nothing but bad. Nothing. And I know he's only has like 100 career attempts, not even like 90. But they haven't been good throws, and I haven't seen an upside yet. So until I see an upside from him, I say Green Bay should go after Trey Lance. I think they should reassess what they're doing.
Okay.
And just flip the tide, because Trey Lance is out of it. You need a new core. I don't think Jordan Love's the answer. I think that's a guy you can get cheap. I think you can build around him, figure out an offense. I think that makes sense. So if I'm Green Bay, I'm looking to get I'm looking to get Trey Lance.
If I were to make a play on this, I'd say go with the under, but I'm gonna pass on it. 7.5 wins, only because we've never.
Just don't even look at them.
Wow, you're like full on hatred for them. But we haven't seen Jordan Love in a full training camp. We haven't. I don't think they stink. Their defense.
They weren't even good last. They weren't good last year with Rodgers.
We'll see. I don't know. We'll see. We'll definitely see about it. Next up,
here's a team that I'm interested. Let's talk about the Bears, because I want to ask you, what is this team to you? What is this team to you? I don't know. I don't know what this team is. I'm so confused.
I think that holy shit, did he catch that? Holy shit. Wow. Sorry, I'm like totally distracted right now. But yeah,
you're all good.
It all comes down to quarterback play. I think it all truly comes down to quarterback play. I think it's how Justin Fields performs. They got him a receiver.
I like him. I like Justin Fields.
They got DJ Moore.
DJ Moore's good. DJ Moore's good. I really like Justin Fields.
Bring in what's his name? The linebacker, Tremaine Edmonds. So you bolster up that defense. I don't know, but it's certainly something.
Dude, I don't know. Are they better than Minnesota is my question to you, because I don't know if they are. I don't know. Are they better than the Vikings?
I'm going to say no. I don't know. Fuck. Because I think if
it comes on a quarterback play, and I would much rather Justin Fields than if Kirk Cousins behind the center.
That. You're right. I don't know. We'll see. I like. It's going to be fun watching the Bears.
Well, now they're on the topic of Minnesota. Yeah, it is. Honestly, I think you're right. I really am. If you're not going to get Lamar in fantasy, take Justin Fields. This guy's going to be running the ball like crazy. They're going to have dual threat with him. He's going to scramble, and he's going to have an option. DJ Moore's a hell of a receiver. And Darnell Mooney doesn't get the respect he deserves because, he's been in a very bad situation. So Yeah. So we'll see what happens, but I really like them this year. I think the Bears are back, and
Yeah,
I like when the Bears are good.
Ooh,
When
yeah.
they had Khalil Mack and that
team was
defense
so
was
good.
bolstered up,
I
they were a
remember
fun team
having
to
the Bears
watch.
defense, and every year in fantasy, I always just drop the defense I have whenever they're on bye. Not the case with the 2018 Bears defense. I
They averaged
put
like
them on the
4 sacks
bench.
a game.
I put them
It
on the
was
bench.
crazy.
That's how good that defense was. Like I literally was just like, I'm just gonna put them on the bench here.
Dude, they were forcing so many turnovers. The quarterback
Yeah,
pressure was
man.
unbelievable. I mean, that was
Yeah,
like Saxonville.
that was like Saxonville. Another phenomenal defense. All right, Minnesota Vikings. It's a tough call. It's a tough call. I think that
And I just want to ask you one question. Let me ask you a quick question real quick. The absence of Dalvin Cook, how does this affect the
I
team?
don't think really that much because when they were in the red zone, they were using Alexander Madison anyway. So
Okay.
and that's good. That's my X factor for this offense.
No, that's fair. Yeah, just asking.
That's my X factor for this. Alexander
Madison?
I mean, he's a great running back. I mean, they used him in the red zone not like all the time, but most of the time. And now with Dalvin Cook out, all those carries are for him now because Kevin O'Connell did say that the running back that they drafted, I forgot what his name was. He said it's going to take a while for them to get acclimated to the system. Take him a while to get acclimated to the system. So why not throw in a guy that knows the system a lot? It's going to be good. You lose Adam Thielen.
Is that a fantasy steal? Is that a fantasy steal
Absolutely.
for you?
I'm like screwing myself with this league now. You're gonna take like all my fucking sleepers. Fuck you.
I'm not gonna take your sleepers. We both wanted Lamar. I know what my team's gonna look like. All right.
Yeah. So they lose Adam Thielen. They cut him. Sign with the Panthers. They bring in Jordan Addison. So now they have a receiving core of Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison. You got T.J. Hawkinson. Defense still needs some work. That's the only flaw with this team. The defense needs some work. Big time. Which brings me...
Oh, yeah.
So they're at
huge
8.5 wins. I don't know if they go over or under. I'm just going to say it. I don't know if they go over or under.
Are they a 9-8 or an 8-9 team? This is where we're at. This is my question to you. Are they 9-8 or are they 8-9? Because it's one of the two. It's not going to be any more, any less.
They're 9-8. But which means,
all right. Call me crazy. Call me crazy, but I might have the Bears over them.
Actually, no, it's not crazy. We go to the Detroit Lions. This is the most interesting team in the world. This truly is the most interesting team in the world.
I honestly don't even. I don't
know either
because I don't know what Jared Goff is. Let's be honest.
But look at
I don't know.
Look at the weapons that he has. Look at the weapons that he has. He has Amon-Ra St. Brown. They bring in Jahmyr Gibbs. Like, the defense has improved big time. It's just the way they play.
I just don't know. I really don't know. Their D-line's great. Can they make the playoffs?
They can. It's a week.
They haven't got a playoff win since 91. They haven't got a playoff win since 91.
It's a weak year. It's literally like 9.5.
What's their over on? That's the over we're taking. Someone's got to win in this division. We can't take every under. So yes, the Lions are taking the over.
The division of 9, possibly 8 games.
But come on, I mean, what is everyone else going to loot? Like, what are we going to have? Like so many 5-win teams in this division? Someone's got to win.
I'm going to play the under. But like, I really don't think that like, if I'm playing the under, which I am, I say they win like 9 games. I think they go 9-7. Or no, not 9-8. Sorry.
I think they're a 10-7 team. That's where I'm at. I'm 1 win more than you. I think they're 10-7.
Final 4. I think it goes Detroit, Minnesota, Chicago, Green Bay.
Just flip Chicago and Minnesota for me, and that's where I'm at. I think the Bears are back. I think the Bears are coming back, and this is the year that's going to prove it. And I got a Jay Cutler jersey in storage. I'm going to whip the Jay Cutler jersey out. I'm going to be pulling for the Bears, baby.
That is that's been whipped out. I think I bought in like the clear. I think I bought it in like the cleared section. At least yeah, I bought in like the clearance section of Fanatics for like $10.
Hey, it is what it is. That's where I got the Jay Cutler jersey at Marshalls. So
all right, can't wait for
Jay Cutler
football
for
next
Marshalls.
week. AFC and NFC South. So moving on.
That's gonna be interesting.
What I saw, not what I saw. Top 5. We're gonna go top 5. Sorry about that. The top 5 Seinfeld episodes. Tim, you start off at number 5.
Such a tough question.
So there's 169 to choose from.
Oh, dude, you put him in spot. What is it called? It's like Town USA or something, where Kramer has the screening door on his front door. Whatever the episode. That's what I'm gonna put at 5.
My number 5, The Hamptons. You gotta see the baby.
Oh, gee, you gotta see the baby.
At least it's a Hampton tomato. You can eat it like an apple.
Yeah, that's a good one.
You can eat it like an apple. Number 4.
Call me crazy. At number 4, I'm gonna go. I think it's the bet episode. I'm gonna go with that. The one where they see who. Yeah,
yes,
the master of your domain.
Master of your domain. I'm out. Number 4. I'm going with The Fire.
Yeah.
Where George was at that birthday party with all those kids, and there was a fire.
Oh, get out of the way! Get out of the way!
Oh, what was the
You were shoving the kids. I was clearing the way.
It was John Favreau. What's the clown?
Oh my God.
Oh, Bozo.
Do you know
the
Bozo?
Bozo the clown.
You know
Bozo the clown.
Yeah.
Number 3.
I'm torn between 2, so I'm just gonna give 2 here because I know my 1 and 2 are
tied for 2.
I'm gonna go split. Parking garage. Well, tied for 3.
Okay,
it's tied for 3, right?
Okay.
Parking garage, and I'm gonna go with the chicken rooster.
That's a good one.
Oh, I'm stressed. You know when they switch apartments?
Kramer,
switch apartments.
What the hell is going
on? Oh, I'm stressed.
Number.
Oh no, I got the Merv Griffin show. That's such a good one too, where he steals the Mervs, the set because I love that episode.
Number 3, I am going with the opposite. Who are you, George Costanza? I'm the opposite of every guy you've ever met.
You've ever met. I love that episode.
Fantastic episode. Number 2.
Oh, I gotta be tie. I can't believe I'm doing another tie because I can't get. I'm gonna go with the Chinese restaurant episode where he's waiting. They can't get a table, and I'm gonna go soup Nazi. I'm gonna go soup Nazi.
Okay. Number 2 for me, the subway, where they all ride the subway at different times.
Oh my God, I love that one with the naked guy. He's like, well, you gotta like their odds. It's not. It's their bullpen. It's not the starting rotation. It's the bullpen.
Number 1.
So you gotta like their odds. Marine biologist. My favorite episode by far.
Oh God.
Night and day.
My number 1 is.
I love that episode. She was angry that day, my friends.
My number 1 is.
Like an old man trying to return soup in a deli.
I forget what it's only. I always forget what the episode's called. My number 1 episode is when.
Oh, another good one. Summer of George.
That's
another one for me.
My number 1 is when I forget. Oh, the airport, where Jerry. That's one of my favorite ones. What do you mean I can't get my meal?
That's the best one. Wait, which one? Are you talking about the one where?
Yeah.
Yeah, or where they get on the plane. That one. Yeah.
JFK.
Yeah, first class.
Honolulu.
Do you know what? I love it. Do you know what? You know what's also one of my favorite ones? When they get in the limo and they pretend they find out they're
the game.
I'm not the guy. I'm not O'Brien. I am not Jerry. I am not
the game. The Knicks play the Bulls tonight.
Yeah, I love that one.
We're gonna watch all these fucking episodes tonight.
Oh, there's some good Kramer episodes.
Oh my God, what a phenomenal show!
The one where Kramer's throwing he's throwing JFK's clubs at me when they got the mail truck.
Oh, JFK's clubs. Bubble
Boy's
Boy's
trying to
always
get
a
the
good
card.
one. If you ever need a laugh, watch the Bubble Boy one.
Dude, there's so many good episodes.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's the moops.
I mean, you can
is the right answer. Moops.
The strike episode. He's like, finally, we can go back to work. It's like bagels are off strike. That's the Festivus episode too.
Festivus is also
That's
an
Festivus.
awesome
That
episode.
episode's
Oh
great.
My God. This show is just incredible.
That's the same episode.
Yeah.
The strike and Festivus
the
are the same
handicap
episode.
Spot where they park in the handicap spot, they like destroy the car.
Oh, that's the one. That's the mall episode. That's the one that's my 3. That one's amazing. The lady falls down. They're like, who parked here? It's like, let's just destroy
the
it.
lip reader, the low voice talker.
That's a
with the
classic.
dress. I feel like we could dedicate an entire episode to just talking about Seinfeld. I feel like
the pirate
that's,
shirt episode. Where
that
like,
could
I can't wear this on TV. I look like a pirate.
All right, moving on. What I saw. Tim, would you like to start? What I saw.
Final game of men's league hockey
list.
for me and
It
Stan.
was on the list.
We didn't have the best season,
but your 3 closest games. Your 3
we didn't have
closest
the best
games
season,
were
but
the 3 games
we had a
that
lot
I
of
was on
fun.
the bench. Yeah.
Were you were head coach? Yeah, so shout out to Stan for head coaching. I had a good last game.
Yeah.
2 goals, 3 assists. So I'll take it. But
what was I?
we didn't win. Not the result we're looking for.
So am I extended? Am I a part of Team Lotto? 5-year extension?
5
okay,
years.
Great.
Until the team folds, or you look for a new job, you're the head coach.
So as a head coach, I'd just like to say that here I'll make my call outs right now. To the Zaretsky brothers, if you guys still want to lace up a pair of skates, come play for Team Lotto. Do you want to play for the equivalent of Do you want to play for the equivalent of a great NHL head coach? Do you want to play for who's like a great NHL head coach? I'm like losing my mind.
I mean, Al Arbor. There's a ton.
If you want to play for the Mike
off?
Keenan, if you want to play for the
Quenneville,
Mike Keenan
Laviolette.
of men's league hockey, Barry Trotz.
Trotz?
Yeah. If you want to play for the Mike Keenan / Barry Trotz.
I mean, there's so many. You want to play for the Pat Riley of men's league hockey. This is your guy
Jacob
right
Avery,
here.
Please, next year, you know where
That's
I'll
the
be.
guy.
Hit my line. Men's league hockey, Team Lotto.
And you know what? I would like to say he's got the knowledge of Bickerstaff and the calm, cool collectiveness of him. So there you go. That's your comparison.
Although
Jamie
I did
Bickerstaff.
I did nearly throw a fit last night.
Oh, I was cursing out the refs the whole
God.
game. So
that was fucking terrible.
I was cursing out the refs the whole game.
They
were brutal.
Brutal. My next one I saw. So
it is what it is. It is what it is.
I have 2. My first one I saw is. Do you see this shit in Union Square, Tim? With Kai Cenat?
No, what happened?
You didn't hear?
Oh my God, the riot! Yeah, I did see that actually.
That is
I
why
did see
I
that.
will
You're
never
great.
drive into New York City ever.
Oh my gosh,
that was insane. For those who don't know,
crazy.
Famous
And then,
Twitch streamer / influencer Kai Cenat was in New York City and basically put on his Instagram story, free giveaway for PS5s, and it in Union Square, and it just started an absolute fucking riot. Cars were being destroyed. The NYPD had to call a level 4 mobilization. Yeah,
he got arrested. It was crazy.
The NYPD had to call a level 4 mobilization, which is basically when every cop from every precinct in all 5 boroughs go to that spot.
Just shows up.
That was
exactly
insane.
They needed everyone.
Just like the fact that fucking.
Let me guess your other one.
Yeah, go for it.
I know what your other one's gonna be.
Not Lil
Tay, definitely.
That's insane. That was
Lil Tay.
Next what I saw is the Johnny Manziel documentary.
That was insane.
What a watch, man. What a watch. That was insane. The story.
That was
story
crazy.
with
Those are really.
the iPad, and it was like, he's got to be watching like some film.
Dude, the fact, and no, this is he didn't watch zero film, 0 hours of film. Huddle tracks how much film you watch. It's not like anything crazy. Like every coach in any level of sport can see how much film you watch. The fact that a guy playing at that high of a level wasn't studying defenses, wasn't reading it, unbelievable. Like actually unbelievable.
The Browns like literally called his agent, and they're like, "Dude, he watches like no film." And then his agent was like, "He's got to be watching some film." He's like, "We see how many hours of film he has watched. He has watched 0.0 hours of film."
You know what you got to think? This is what I think too. You don't watch film means you don't study a playbook. Like this guy has no idea what was going on in that offense.
But the best part of this documentary was telling the stories about how.
And they made up a story that his family has oil money.
That was insane. That was actually like basically like
they were saying he was rich. They don't actually have any of that.
For those who don't know, Johnny Manziel, after his freshman year at Texas A&M, was a star. I think he was probably one of the most popular athletes in the world. Had to be top 5 at least in 2012. And basically, he signed autographs for like 30,000.
Stan, he arguably could have been bigger than LeBron in 2012.
It was ridiculous. He was insane.
Everywhere and anywhere.
So basically, what happened was he signed autographs for money, which at the time, against NCAA rules, it was completely illegal. And the NCAA launched an investigation against him. And basically, Johnny Manziel lied about everything. He basically said that he got the $30,000 from his grandpa, when really Johnny gave the $30,000 that he got to his grandpa. The grandpa then put it in the bank, and then his grandpa transferred it to his savings account. So basically, he was gifted his grandpa just gave him $30,000, and then they were making up all these things that he came from, like wealth and oil money, and like which explained how he got like the Gucci watches, the Gucci wallets, all that shit. He was suspended for 1/2 of the first game of the season. 1/2.
He's just the biggest star on the planet. He was getting so much money. Shout out to his agent. That might be the best agent I've ever seen in all sports. Best agent I've ever seen in all sports. This guy was sculpted his career.
The even more ridiculous. Where he was going to fail. He was going to.
Crazy. I mean, they just sculpted. Why? Okay, let's not ruin it. Let's not ruin it for everyone. Watch it if you haven't seen it.
I'll give you a 5-second warning. I'll give you a 5-second.
But it's crazy.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh wait, no, that doesn't make sense. Whatever. All right, that made no sense. That made absolutely
whatever. Just watch it. Just watch it. Just watch it. Just watch the episode.
Watch the documentary. It's not that long.
Yeah.
It's pretty. I think it's like an hour, 20 minutes. It's not that long. It's pretty good. Anything else? I mean,
before we wrap it up, I just want to say, not a shout out, but just everyone's thoughts and prayers going out to Maui right now. Apparently it's 56 now total dead from these crazy wildfires.
Yeah, dude, it's freaking insane out there.
It's just unbelievable what can happen. So yeah, prayers out to the family. I mean, it was 36 going into today, and it rose to 53 by the end of the day.
Shit.
Infrastructure, the entire island's getting destroyed right now. It's really bad. So our thoughts and prayers go out to them.
Oh yes,
and rest in peace to
all right,
all the lost people.
All right, well that's gonna wrap it up. Be sure to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Be sure to like our videos on YouTube. Like this video on YouTube right now. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Please. So much. You have no idea. Be sure to follow us and rate us on Spotify.
I'm fucking begging you, please.
5 stars only. And we will see you guys next week. All right. Peace out, guys.